Hello there, I'm Points, and this is Nostalgia Hunter. In this episode, I'll be going back to 1990 to play one of the masterpieces of gaming. This is a game that has shaped the development of the industry with its innovative gameplay, unique style, and iconic characters. This game is Nintendo's Super Mario World for the SNES. For a game that holds its critical acclaim as part of a franchise that is still producing new, wildly popular titles, I was intrigued to see how it held up. All gamers are familiar with Super Mario. He's been at the forefront of the gaming industry for 34 years, since his first appearance as the hero in Donkey Kong. For a character with 0 lines of dialogue, Mario somehow managed to nestle his way into the hearts of gamers worldwide. If you ask a non-gamer to name a video game character, it will 9 out of 10 times be Mario. Is he just famous for being in the right place at the right time? Mario started off as Jumpman from 1981 to 1982, and was just a simple sprite used to represent the player while he rescues his girlfriend from the big, lumbering ape. But even after he was given a new name, his personality was very much understated and ambiguous. In Super Mario World, Mario is a humble plumber who, without needing to say so much as a hello, just gives off the impression that he is completely lost and out of his depth. His only goal was to rescue his love by any means necessary. He was the aspect of these groundbreaking games that was always relatable to the average Joe who picked up the game. In a setting so odd and unworldly, Mario is a refreshing breath of familiarity. A look at the box art of Super Mario World sums up the visuals of the game perfectly. The Mushroom Kingdom isn't concerned with logical environments. Every terrain is an explosion of vivid colours. Combine this with the obscure landscapes and fauna, and it results in a tour de force for the eyes. For 1990, this was no easy feat. The resources available at the time made aesthetically pleasing visuals a sizable challenge. Every level had a unique appearance, even if the differences were subtle, and the contrast between the joyous, euphoric green levels and the sinister red and black of the Koopa castles evokes exactly the right response from the player. The simple yet innovative visuals are immensely pleasing in one sense, but Nintendo did not stop there. The SNES offered limited capabilities for audio, and once again Super Mario World made excellent use of what they had. The soundtrack never feels repetitive or old, which I'm sure partially comes down to nostalgia. But any gamer hearing it will immediately remember Mario, and will likely be replaying it over and over in their heads for days to come. Much like the visuals, the music changed perfectly to suit the mood of the level, while still keeping that trademark Super Mario vibe. The visual and oral art style that is so distinctive to Super Mario World means that every stage, every character, and every insignificant enemy is brimming with personality. While the game does tick all the right boxes for a successful and entertaining video game, the gameplay is the most significant triumph. Super Mario World would be the foundation for new games to come as the winning formula for responsive, refined, and rewarding gameplay. Learning Mario's moves and abilities takes a few moments. Jumping, spinning, and the occasional fireball is about all there is to grasp. Yet Super Mario World finds boundless ways to implement these features in new and surprising ways. Not every problem can be resolved by jumping on it. The player needs to master Mario's movements and skills to progress. The game is easy to pick up and play, but a challenge to master. I've been playing Mario games for as long as I can remember, but I still find myself stuck or repeatedly dying more often than I'd like to admit. There are also aspects of Super Mario World's gameplay that were, for the most part, unseen in previous Mario titles. It felt like every level was hiding a big secret that with some serious thought and lateral thinking could lead to substantial rewards and neat Easter eggs. The game found new ways to indulge the player that back in the 90s would have you running to your friend's house and saying, "You'll never guess what I just found." But maybe in 2015 you'd just send them a text while you're on the toilet. But the gesture's still there, I guess. Looking at the big picture, it's the simplicity of Super Mario World that makes me revere and adore the game so much. Technology in 2015 allows games to include everything under the sun, but Super Mario World prioritised quality over quantity. There are very few games worthier of a nostalgia trip in my opinion, and if you've never played the game, maybe it's time to try it out, because it most likely inspired in some way every platformer that followed it. But that's about it for this episode of Nostalgia Hunter. Once again, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed it.